I can't believe I'm saying this, but when my sister invited me to that event, I had no idea what she had planned for me. It started as a simple night out, an excuse to catch up and have some fun. But from the moment I arrived, I knew something was off. The way she smiled at me, the way her hand lingered on my wrist for just a second too long, it sent a shiver down my spine. She had always been the confident one, the one who knew exactly what she wanted and how to get it. I admired that about her. But tonight, there was something different in her eyes. A knowing look. A challenge. And I couldn't shake the feeling that I was stepping into something I wasn't prepared for. The venue was extravagant. Golden chandeliers casting soft light over the elegant crowd. The hum of conversation mingling with the clinking of glasses. She led me through the sea of people like she owned the place, her fingers locked around mine. I should have pulled away. But I didn't. Then she whispered in my ear, her breath warm against my skin. Just trust me. My heart pounded as she guided me toward a secluded corner, a private section reserved just for us. I should have asked why. I should have questioned everything. But the way she looked at me, the way her lips curled into that knowing smirk, made it impossible to think straight. The first drink was smooth, the second even easier. My head buzzed as the night unfolded, every moment drawing me deeper into something I couldn't define. She was watching me, studying my every reaction, and I felt exposed under her gaze. Then she leaned in closer, her voice barely above a whisper. I have something special planned for you. I swallowed hard. What do you mean? She just smiled and took my hand again, pulling me toward a hidden staircase in the back. I hesitated, my pulse quickening. But she just laughed softly. A sound that sent a thrill through me. You trust me, don't you? I wanted to say no. I wanted to turn around and walk away. But I didn't. The night spiraled into something surreal. Something I still struggle to put into words. Every moment felt charged, every glance heavy with unspoken tension. She had orchestrated everything, the setting, the people, the way my heart raced with every whispered word. And then, just when I thought I had a grasp on what was happening, she did something that shattered every expectation. I wasn't prepared for it. I wasn't ready for the way it made me feel. The rest of the night blurred together in a haze of emotion and adrenaline. I found myself drawn into her world, caught in something I couldn't escape. And the worst part? I wasn't sure I wanted to. By the time the night ended, I felt like a different person. She had done things for me that I never imagined. Unlocked something inside me that I didn't even know was there. As we stood outside in the cool night air, she turned to me with that same knowing smile. I told you to trust me. And the truth was, I did. But I wasn't sure if I should have. The days that followed were a whirlwind of emotions. I couldn't stop thinking about that night, about what she had done, about how it had changed me. I wanted to talk to her, to understand why she had done it, but every time I picked up the phone, I hesitated. Then, one evening, she called me. Meet me, she said. There's more you need to know. I didn't know if I was ready for what she had to say, but I went anyway. And that's when everything changed. Again. She was already waiting when I arrived. Her expression unreadable. She gestured for me to sit, her fingers tapping restlessly against the table. I need to tell you something important, she said, her voice lower than usual. I leaned in, my pulse racing. What is it? She hesitated for a moment before locking her gaze onto mine. That night, it wasn't just about you and me. There were others involved. People who have been watching you for a long time. My stomach twisted. What do you mean, who's been watching me? She took a slow breath. You don't understand yet, but you will. Everything that happened was part of something bigger, something you can't walk away from now. A chill ran down my spine. You're scaring me. She reached for my hand, squeezing it tightly. I never wanted to drag you into this, but you had to know the truth. That night was just the beginning. I pulled away, my mind racing. The beginning of what? She didn't answer. Instead, she slipped a folded piece of paper across the table. When you're ready, open this. It will explain everything. I stared at the paper, my hands trembling. I had a choice. Open it and uncover the truth, or walk away and pretend none of this ever happened. But deep down, I already knew. I couldn't walk away now. I unfolded the paper, my heart pounding as I read the first line. And in that moment, my entire world shattered.